This husband and wife, they were married for 20 years and on the verge of divorce. And his wife had found our ministry and followed the ministry for a couple of months and knew that her husband needed delivered, but did not know how to do it. So they actually ultimately came to me, and I ended up separating them so I could talk to the husband privately. He was about 30, 40 feet away from his wife. And as I'm talking to him, and this is what the challenge was, is he would contact and call his wife like all the time throughout the day. He was convinced she was cheating on him. She couldn't, or he couldn't trust her, and it was ruining their marriage. So they came to see me. I separated them so I could talk to him alone. And as I'm talking to him, he was like, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I can't trust her," and blah blah blah. Well, then the Lord gave me a word or a vision of him and what was going on when he was growing up and how he had actually had something done to him sexually. And so I asked him, I said, "Have you ever been touched or molested by anyone?" And he looked back to make sure that his wife wasn't looking. He said, "I haven't shared this with anyone in my entire life." He said, "But yeah," he goes, "when I was 8 years old, my 15-year-old sister sexually touched me." And I'm like, "All right." I said, "Now, do you remember what thoughts came into your mind, shortly after that?" And he said, "Oh yeah, the very next day." He goes, "I heard the thoughts telling me that I couldn't trust women, couldn't trust girls." And I'm like, I go, "Now we're getting somewhere." I said, "So what are you doing right now with your wife?" Well, I don't trust her." And I'm like, "And you're hearing like those same thoughts, aren't you?" He said, "Yeah." So I explained to him, I said, "Listen, those are demonic spirits. And they've been telling you that ever since you were touched, molested by your older sister. How would you like to have those thoughts go away?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "That'd probably save my marriage." And so I took him through, right then and there, a soul wound healing of being touched by his sister. And what I did is just have him close his eyes and say, "Heavenly Father, choose to forgive my sister, for touching me, molesting me, causing me to feel." And he named off, he felt shame, he felt guilt, he felt violated, he felt dirty, he felt confused. Then he gave all of that to Jesus, asked Jesus to heal him, and then I took authority, commanded the demons to go from his soul. And then he felt much better and much lighter. And ultimately, it saved their marriage. No longer did he and was he convinced that she was cheating on him, because he wasn't hearing those thoughts anymore from the demons. And so there's a